It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They look to throw. It's Locke. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. It was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off
They did
the
get
field.
off.
But happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 41, Locke. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Here's Locke to throw. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now is Brady.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
Oh, he sheds himself free and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
That's good for a Patriots. First down.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. On play action, now Brady. He completes it to Henry. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
2nd and 7. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Play action. Now it's Locke.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Harris.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
His big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now a 3-point swing right there.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they add on to their first quarter lead. It's now 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Lions, nothing.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now Locke. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Block working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. "35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike able to get him for a loss of about 3. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. To throw is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw it is Locke. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Brady's throw there complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. On third down, here's Harris fighting through. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
At the 33-yard line. Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will swell the lead to 16. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Locke. Room past the 20. And all the way up to the 21-yard line. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Locke. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again. And again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Open man, the tight end Henry. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 142 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On play action, it's Brady. this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Here's Brady. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy. And now here's another interception. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Pats are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
Locke going to try and throw for it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20.
159 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. A give to Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now he'll throw with Brady. It's brought in by Harris. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the Patriots first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now Brady, maybe a free play here. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's a handoff to Connor, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Harris. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start the drive with Harris. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Ridley here.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. New England on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Check Mike Atlanta, check Mike. Cover! Hey, check Mike Atlanta, check Mike Atlanta. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, check Mike Atlanta, check Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. Brady now to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, now Brady. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Michael Blocker is in on the stop. Brings up 3rd down.
Check Mike Atlanta, check Mike Atlanta. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. the ground. It's Swift to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Now Locke. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now Locke, got to have this one. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots will take over possession here up at the 44. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Brady.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Here's Beckham. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Pats are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That throw by Brady incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On second down, it's Harris. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
He's brought down by Jabril Peppers.
Now a play fake. Brady. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. One final try for Locke. It's caught by OBJ. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that.